Well, hello there, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It's John and Momma here with Coffee Time with John and Momma. Well, I tell you what, we are having a super simple supper tonight. It took me all of 5 minutes to cook it. We picked up this minute steak the other day, and that's what we're having. Just minute steak, and all I did was salt, peppered it, floured it, and put it in a skillet and fried it for about 2.5 minutes on each side.
Ooh, you're good. Nice.
And that's it. That's all we're having. I made biscuits last night. We didn't come live, but last night I was going to, but really it was just one of those quick and simple biscuit kind of nights. Mama, you want a biscuit or you want bread?
I believe I'll take bread.
And so I didn't do anything last night. I made scrambled some eggs and made a little bit of gravy and biscuits, and y'all have seen me do that 100 times. Here, let's get your bread, Mama.
I just want my piece.
And so that's what we did last night. So I had leftover biscuits and we had this minute steak. I said, "You want some potatoes and a vegetable?" Mom said, "No, I don't. I want a sandwich." And I said, "That's what I was thinking, a biscuit and a piece of minute steak."
Just a piece of meat and bread. That's good enough tonight.
Isn't it good? So, Mama, I'll let you go ahead and pick. Let's go ahead and bless it, and that way we'll be ready to eat. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful privilege of partaking of this meal, and we just pray for the nourishment of our bodies. Dear Lord, watch over us. Lead and guide and direct us. Be with all those that are sick, dear Lord, and just pray with each and every prayer request that's been turned in your precious name. We pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. And I'm going to have mustard on mine. Do y'all like mustard on biscuits? I love mustard. Just mustard, yellow mustard with sausage or minute steak or whatever I'm having. Hello to both of you. Good evening from Texas. Hey, Renita. Good evening from Texas. What's the weather like there? It's 48 degrees here tonight. Boy, what a difference between that 30s we was having this weekend. That was some serious kind of stuff. Yeah. You want mustard, Mama?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
There you go. That 30s this weekend was a little.
That wasn't nice.
No, it was hard on the body. We are recuperating every day. I don't know what I had. I tested negative, but I feel positive. Let's try this steak.
You feel positive.
It's very good. If you find some minute steak on sale, pick you up some because you can just make biscuits or just like Mama, light bread. And it's so good that way, isn't it, Mama?
Yeah, it's very good. Easy.
So we're still in the recuperating. The more I hear about the COVID and the symptoms, the more I'm convinced that's what I had because my neck ached. Not my throat, my neck. And it was like bad times. But I did test positive. But I have acted like I've had it. I've stayed quarantined.
You didn't test positive.
I said, I tested negative, but I've acted like I've had it because I didn't want anybody else to get anything. So I stayed quarantined for actually about 10 days instead of just 5 days. And that was what we did.
You're still quarantined.
Right. I still haven't gone back to the normal. I don't think I've been out really except church. But I mean, that was after 11 days was church. So Mama tested negative, then she tested positive. But then the doctor said she could have bronchitis. He already diagnosed her with bronchitis. So he said either way, it was going to be treated the same.
I had both as much as I coughed and stuff.
So, and then I think she gave it to me.
I didn't. I kept it, believe me. I just gave it away.
I don't know. But I did test negative. But anyway, we're on the mend.
Oh, yeah.
We are swinging right into the home plate. We're sliding into home plate. We're doing much better. And we thank you all for your prayers. And we thank you for your concerns. And it's just been wonderful having you all, knowing you all out there praying for us. Mary says, I like Mama's nails.
They don't.
That you're doing better. God is good. God is good all the time. Mama's nails. It's time for a redo. She's not even going to let you see them. She's hiding them under the counter.
They're awful.
Hello, Felicia. How are you? let's see. I tested negative on Tuesday and positive on Friday. See,
I
Marcia,
think that's what
Mama
happened.
tested negative and literally, well,
About
she went to the
20
doctor and he said she had bronchitis. And she did, well, what she did was a video conference. And he said, you got bronchitis, you got this. So he said, he called in a prescription for the little pearls. And he said, I want you to come in and do a test. So we went in and we done the test. And it was negative. But the nurse said, he said, since it was negative, he wanted to do a different one, another one. So she had a negative one. Within 15 minutes, they swabbed her again. And then in 3 or 4 hours, they said that one was positive. So I don't know. Then I went immediately and had one, and mine was negative. So we don't know. But the Lord has blessed us. We've gotten through it. But I tell you, I've had sleepless nights and my neck has hurt. Is anyone else having that? Did anyone have positive COVID and their neck hurts? Just right up the back. Hurts awful.
No, I didn't have those symptoms.
See, we didn't even have the same symptoms. Hello from Georgia, Miss Linda. How are you? So what are you all eating tonight? Anything good? Happy Tuesday. So glad you're both feeling better. Angel, we are feeling better. Mama has been scurrying around here today, cleaning and carrying on. I said, no, don't get that feel-goods going and get yourself all wore out, Mama. John, this whole thing is a mess. Yes, it is. My husband's been out of work for a year. Oh, no. A year? That's a long time, Clarice. That's.
Oh, wow.
We'll be sending prayers for y'all. Hopefully he'll be able to get back. I mean, it's not even been. It's been about 14 days of something for me, so it's.
Mine's been a little longer. Quite longer.
Hello from deep East Texas, Gwen. How are you? The second test Mama did was probably a PCR test. They are more accurate. Teresa, that's what the doctor wanted, was something a little bit more accurate. So whatever a PCR is, that's probably what she had.
It took longer to process than the other one and stuff too.
You know, just a lot of people have had it. A lot of people have had such a terrible time with it. A lot of people have passed away with it, and it's just so. I'm just so ready to be out of this whole mess, which I'm sure everybody else is, and everybody else says that. So I know it's just.
I feel ashamed complaining when.
Me too.
A lot of them end up in my hospital and dying with it.
And then, like this poor old guy here being sick for a year with it.
That's pitiful.
The Lord is good to us, and He's blessed us so much.
I'm ashamed to say anything.
So, what are y'all cooking? Terry says her neck hurt and her husband's. Yes, I had no fever. COVID gives crazy symptoms and different for everybody. That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Hello from Blue Ridge, Georgia. Doris, how are you? So glad you are good. Cough for a week now. Praise God. Been very good, or God has been good, I think is what she said. Sometimes it goes too quick and I can't read it all. We've just been cooking like this. Like I cooked biscuits and gravy last night because that's what Mama wanted. And I cooked early, didn't I?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
And I was going to film, but Mama wasn't in here. And I really was just wanting to hurry and get her some supper so she could eat, because she said, I'm a little hungry. And that was music to my ears because she's not been that hungry. She's been eating. I've been making her eat pretty good, but I was glad she wanted something good to eat. Just getting off from work. Beverly, beef and cabbage tonight. Love beef and cabbage. I'm in the mood for some good smoked sausage, kielbasa sausage, whatever, and cabbage. I love that together. That's one of my favorite meals. We'll have to cook something good one night. I don't know. I'm wanting to try some different stuff. It seems like we fixed a lot of the same stuff. I don't know if it's a seasonal thing, but I'm ready to try some new recipes. If y'all have something you want to try, send it to us. Maybe we'll cook it together. I like to sometimes, I don't know if y'all are even interested in this, but I like to sometimes for us to plan a meal together. we could all buy the stuff and we could all cook it together. And then y'all could post pictures, or y'all could post what you thought of. I don't know if you can post pictures on here or not. Someone said they couldn't. I'm not that savvy enough to know, but we could plan a meal and get the ingredients, and we could all kind of prepare it together. It's something fun, something different to do. We'll work on that if y'all decide what you want. Your mama remind me of my friends in Colorado Springs. Well, hello, Retha. How are you? Grilled cheese sandwiches with tomato soup.
Yeah, we've had that.
We have had that a lot, but we love it, and I would eat it again tomorrow because I just don't get tired of that. Hello from Proctor Holler, Mr. Dave Davis.
Hello,
That's our cousin.
Hello, Dave.
He's our cousin, and he's my vet. He's Maggie's vet. Say hello. If you want to see Maggie's vet, there he is, Dave Davis. Maggie just loves him most of the time. Every once in a while, he does things she don't approve of.
I think he lets Mikey do that.
Sometimes it's shots, yeah. I would love for y'all to share some low carb recipes. Jane, we have some. We even have some low carb desserts. I think I've made a couple of them on here. You take sugar-free Jello. Hello from Indian Mountain, Johnny Creekmore. There's Johnny Creekmore.
Hi, Johnny.
That's
Johnny and the Little Creekmores.
Johnny and the Little Creekmores. Y'all know Johnny. He's Riverside Produce down there. We get all of our produce and our meats. He has a deli. Hello, Mary. How are you? How to make the tomato soup? Never had it with grilled cheese. Marcy, you've never... Was that what was your name? Let me go back. I got it.
It's like peanut butter and jelly. We have it here all the time.
Mary, Bailey, you've never... How do you make the tomato soup? Never had it with grilled cheese. Oh, Mary, you've got to try that. You just grill cheese and then open up a can of... We use Campbell's tomato soup. You can put a little evaporated milk in it and stir it up. It makes the tomato soup good. Or just straight out of the can with a little bit of water. Done it that way before too, in the grilled cheese. I even sometimes make the grilled cheese, cube them up in little cubes, make croutons and put them in the soup. That's good too. But just a bowl of tomato soup with a grilled cheese is a staple in this house.
Oh, they go together.
I mean, and it's something we'll have sometime for Sunday lunch. If it's a cold winter day and, it's like, it ain't nothing for us to come home and have that for Sunday lunch. Just open some tomato soup and have a good grilled cheese.
If your daddy asked for grilled cheese, what did he always expected you to fix without him asking was the tomato soup.
Uh-huh. If he said I want a grilled cheese, he wanted tomato soup automatically.
He said, well, they go together.
Happy Mama is looking better. Mama, Face Miss says you're looking better.
Oh, that's good. I feel better.
You do feel better,
a lot better than I did, yes.
Somebody said that Mama didn't have a sparkle in her eye. Mama, let me see them eyes. You sparkling?
No, they better sparkle.
Mama's eyes better have a sparkle in them, hadn't they? Hey, Miss Janet, how are you?
I don't know how to put sparkle in my eye, but I can pinch my cheeks and make them rosier.
A good homemade broth, Sue says. Sue Hamilton, I love good homemade broth with vegetables or some kind of...
Basil
tomato soup, grilled cheese is the best. Courtney, I know. I love tomato soup and grilled cheese. I guess it's one of my all-time childhood favorites. Now, my aunt got me hooked on tomato soup and peanut butter sandwiches.
I don't believe she did.
Mama denies it. She says, I don't think so. She thinks I made it up. I did not make it up. It's good. I like it, but I don't like it as good as grilled cheese. The tomato soup with basil is the best. Yes, I do like that.
Basil.
And I do make it with the basil. Sometimes I make it, just take the can of soup and make it myself. I have attempted to make homemade tomato soup before. It's pretty good. But it's hard to beat this Campbell's brand for me. Love grilled cheese and tomato soup. Love that.
Quick and easy. You're really good.
Make grilled cheese and pepper jack cheese. Now that's good too. I like just plain old American cheese and grilled cheese, but I also like it with pepper jack cheese too. It's a very good either way. I like to make chili sometime with grilled cheese and use them like croutons too. Put them in there like a cracker. It's very, very good. I drank way too much coffee today. I'm just going to go ahead and confess. It's 7 o'clock and I'm still drinking coffee.
I know you've emptied one thermos thing over there already, or I did it earlier.
I'm working from home, so I made another pot at lunch. My biscuit crumbled, Mama.
They was so fluffy, that's why.
Oh, Mama, that was sweet of you.
They was good and fluffy. They was really good.
They was so fluffy, she said they wouldn't even hold together. The minute steak is good.
Oh, yeah. Made a good, quick sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hot when we first started eating. It was good.
It's still hot.
Yeah.
Well, it's warm. It sure is good with coffee. I know that for a fact. Maggie, somebody asked how Maggie was doing. I don't know if dogs can get COVID or not, but I don't think she had anything. She's acted very good. Spoiled, ready to go out. She's liked having Mama resting. When Mama rests, Maggie rests, and she loves to know exactly where Mama is at every moment. And so it's being a little less stressful on her. Mama's been recuperating these last 2 weeks because Maggie knows where Mama is, either in the recliner or in the bed, or just trying to rest a little bit. So Maggie worries. She's a worrier. Tomato soup and grilled cheese. All my girls love it still, especially on a cold, rainy. Yeah, isn't it a cold, rainy day, Paula? Kind of meal. It's a snowy kind of meal. It has a feeling in itself. It's kind of like a chilly day. You know, in autumn and early fall, that first cold little snap we have, and everybody's making chili because it's chilly kind of weather, they'll say. Or, for football games or something, everybody wants chili or some of those feel-good foods. Haven't had tomato soup and grilled cheese since I was little. Tammy, come on. You got to make that. It'll take you back to that day.
I'm still yet little. I still love it as much as
I have got to try that. Love potato soup with pickles, Robin. I haven't tried it with pickles, but we love potato soup. Mama's had her fair share of potato soup in these 2 weeks, and tomato soup, and chicken noodle soup out of the can.
And homemade vegetable soup.
We did do homemade vegetable soup, but now Mama ain't crazy about homemade chicken noodle soup. She likes it right out of the can. I guess that goes back to when you was a little girl, Mama.
Yeah, I didn't.
How about a patty melt or a tuna melt? Reuben? Oh, wow, a Reuben. I love Reuben.
Tuna.
I made Reuben casserole one time. Do y'all remember that? It was so good. Mama don't do tuna hot. Mama will do tuna just on crackers or tuna salad. Homemade lasagna. Now, Mama can make a mean lasagna.
That's what we've been talking about the other day, too.
Do y'all want to make lasagna together and let Mama show you how she makes hers?
Lasagna.
It's not a lot of prep because we don't. Well, you could make homemade sauce, I guess, Mama, but we probably won't. Lasagna would be good.
Spaghetti with the chicken.
We love Italian feast spaghetti. Pat Davis says she mailed a check for Cookbook. We are doing cookbooks. Mama has been a little slow on them these 2 weeks, Pat, but we are still sending them out. If you send a check, we are processing them. Mama used to process 100 a day, and she's doing 20 or 25 a day.
I'm not even doing any a lot of days.
Chili and grilled cheese, Karen, yes. We will get them out, and we're on the upswing now, so I've not felt like helping her extra. Time I do my job during the day, that's about all she wrote for me for the day.
And I've not been doing any. I've been really. But I'm on the upswing, as you say, so I'll get back in the swing of it.
Yes, we will. So just bear with us just a second, and we'll have those out and be caught up. It don't take Mama long to get caught up. Tomorrow probably a good day for her to work on some of them, because I don't think you have anything on your agenda for tomorrow, do you?
No. I ain't been putting nothing on it lately because it don't work out.
Okay. Salisbury steak, yeah, that's good. That's real good. Okay, folks, I don't think we have anything else for tonight. We just wanted to pop on here. I was going to pop on last night, but I just made that quick gravy and biscuits and a little bit of scrambled eggs, and that's all we had. It was quick. It was easy. And I knew y'all had seen that, and I had it made in about 25 minutes. It was done. So that's all.
I wasn't feeling the best last night. I was coughing a little heavier than what.
Yeah, Mama, it's like, it's the evening sometimes she gets a little bit, but now this evening
I done real good.
You sprung out this evening. I had to calm you down. Said, Mama, slow down now. Don't get to feeling a little bit better and get too fasty here. Mississippi pot roast. Kendall, I have heard of that. You'll have to send me a recipe. I've heard of the Mississippi pot roast, but I've never made it. And what makes it different than regular pot roast? Somebody will have to teach me the Mississippi pot roast way. We'll try it sometime. I've made a Reuben dip in a crock pot for New Year's. Would be great for a Super Bowl. Also, Brandy, send us that recipe. I love Reubens. We love a good Reuben. If you get the right kind of meat and get it, you're well on your way. I love Thousand Island dressing. I love the whole thing. Reubens are wonderful. Love cheesy potato soup. It's soup weather, and I love it. Pam, I love it too. Mama just likes plain potato soup.
I will eat some cheesy, but mostly I just like the plain potato.
Mostly, as in 100% of the time. She likes it plain. If she does, do just a drop or two of cheese on top. And what I do is I make the potato soup. You all have heard to sell this. And I'll make potato soup, and then I'll put a little green onions in a bowl and a little bit of maybe regular onions, and I'll put some cheese and maybe a little sour cream in mine. And I just make my bowl and doctor it up. And every once in a while, Mama will take a few little shreds of cheese and put it on top for hers. But she don't really like it in it. And she really just likes it salt, pepper, cream, and potatoes is all she's really interested in. Pork chops, mashed potatoes, peas, and cornbread. Loretta, is that what you're having tonight?
That sounds wonderful.
Oh, Loretta Roberts, you're making me hungry because that's one of our favorite meals is some good pork chops. Mama, drink some lemon water. It will help your cough. Yes, it will. That was Tony Davis said that. Meat filling for burritos? Yes, I love burritos. I've been kind of craving some of that kind of spicy goodness. French dressing on pot roast. April, what is this you're talking about? April Cunningham. French dressing on pot roast. That sounds good.
Never had that.
Send us that recipe. Where do we send recipes to? You can send them to our page, or you can put them on here. You can send them to the messages on this page, or you can just put it right on here, and we'll see it on here too. Cabbage soup. I love cabbage soup. Beef cabbage soup with red kidney beans in it. That's one of my favorite soups. And y'all haven't had that this year. I'm glad you reminded me. I made a pot of chicken and dumplings. Now, Keith, that's
down my alley.
That's Mama's alley. Mama, you want me to make you some chicken and dumplings? Maybe if you get feeling better this week, you can make me some.
Oh, wow.
Fried spuds and chicken casserole. Teresa, that sounds good. Teresa Crabtree, share that with us. You have a lot of favorite meals, John. I do. Sherry said I have a lot of favorite meals. I do, Sherry. But pork chops really is one of my favorites. One of my quick favorites. But then, I have a lot, Sherry. You're right. We had garlic chicken and veggies. I probably could, if it was garlic powder, I couldn't do it. But if it was minced garlic or something, I could substitute it around. I tried the coffee with my crock pot roast. So tender. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
It is so good. Valerie, it is good. The coffee just does wonders for a pot roast. Mama looks really good. Glad you're feeling better. Melissa, she is feeling better. And thank you all for the prayers and for your concerns. Just had homemade chili, William Harper. I love homemade chili. Sherry, there's another one of my favorites is homemade chili. I like that. Meatloaf for me. Janet, that's one of my favorites.
When he was little, it was one of his
To answer your question,
best favorites.
Michael Bublé,
Pineapple
known professionally as Meatloaf, was an American singer and actor.
Alexa, stop
Somehow Alexa heard me say meatloaf, and she's giving me
the recipe.
it's a bio of the singer Meatloaf.
Oh,
Cheesesteak and fries, that's good too. What is Mama fixing for Super Bowl Sunday? Gail?
nothing.
Probably nothing. We may come up with some Super Bowl snacks or something. Finger foods or something like that, but she won't make. We don't really have a Super Bowl tradition. Other than just, our usual ham roll-ups with dill pickles and sour cream and maybe a cheese ball or something like that if we were going, or pimento cheese sandwiches or egg salad sandwiches or bologna salad sandwiches. Hey, Sherry Davis, I'm freezing in Florida. Vegetable soup with meat, yes. Well, is it cold in Florida today? It's not too bad. It's 47 at 7 o'clock. That's not bad here.
At 5:30, it was 51. So
Yeah, and it's been a beautiful, absolutely beautiful day today. The skies are blue and the sun has been shining, and it's even been nice to walk out. You need a little coat.
Except you don't wear one when you go out.
I don't wear one much, but I do have some fleece, pullovers and fleece jackets I'll wear once in a while. Becky says she uses sauce on her meatloaf. We do that sometimes. It's a quick, easy, foolproof meatloaf. What is red-eye gravy, Donna?
No, I don't
Hicks.
make that.
Red-eye gravy is a southern thing, I'm thinking.
And I don't make it.
We don't make it. It's basically meat drippings, meat grease, and coffee. And that's it. So, like, if you fry meat in your skillet and you have those drippings left, you pour coffee in it, you stir it around, and it makes that brownish, reddish looking juice. And people will salt biscuits up with it. They'll dip it in it, or they'll.
Ham and pork.
People like. A lot of people like it. We've never had it, but it's coffee and meat drippings. I've seen other people make it. And other people, they say they like it. I guess it's an acquired thing. But red-eye gravy, it's a southern thing. But we've never made it. I've made it just to see what it was. Didn't care for it. But it's basically just meat renderings and coffee. And it's as loose liquid as coffee. And it's just greasy. And you just dip your biscuits in it. So... yeah, it's an acquired thing.
I like the fattening kind of white milk
We like
gravy.
white milk gravy. And the two things are not the same. Red-eye gravy with country ham is amazing. Kathy loves it. Kathy Farmer, is that how you make yours? Is just take the country ham drippings and pour coffee and heat it and let it kind of simmer up? That's the only way I've ever seen it made. I love your recipes and love watching you cook. Thank you, Tanya. We enjoy cooking. We've not done near as much of it here lately, but we're going to get back into cooking. And we do a lot of cooking in the winter, but this winter has been a little different. Mama, you're looking better and you're feeling better. Yes, Karen, she is. And we are so thankful that she is. My daddy loved red-eye gravy. Mary, it's one of those things people either love it or they don't. My husband loved red-eye gravy. I make it with the meat drippings and water. Oh, okay. So Lucy says she makes it with water and meat drippings. My granny used to... Sorry, I missed that one.
I probably would like it all right, but I never did like it with the coffee growing up and younger.
Angela Cole says the best red-eye gravy is made with country ham drippings. I think that's...
Yeah.
Love milk gravy. Samantha said, I think I like milk gravy the very best too, especially for breakfast. Red-eye gravy from country ham drippings. Just add water to the drippings. So, see, you're getting some ideas here. Here, Jan says just add the water. So, it's just a gravy made with water or coffee or...
Well, what I've ever seen growing up, they used the coffee and everything, and I didn't care for it.
Brenda Gant uses meat drippings and water. Jenny says, okay. She would probably know. It's not. And another thing we never make is chocolate gravy. Some of y'all have asked about that. And I can see how it would be good, but it would be very, very sweet. So, because, it's cocoa. So it's like eating melted cake icing over biscuits. It would have to be good, but we just never have made it. Mama, how come you love chocolate? How come you've not made that?
We never did have chocolate gravy growing up. Our cousins, some did, and they loved it. But Mommy always thought we needed protein and basic stuff for
Genesis
start
fruit
off the
dip.
day.
Fruit dip is good with milk gravy is my favorite too, Patricia. I've never had red eye gravy, but I've seen it made before, but it doesn't appeal to me. Kathy, I've only made it one time myself with coffee and dripping, just to taste it, just to see. And it's one of those things I can see how it could be acquired taste. But red eye gravy is good on grits. Now, Bridget, I didn't try that. I do love grits. Mama does not like grits, and I understand that because it's just corn. Grits are corn.
I don't like the texture.
Mama says it's a texture thing she don't like. Mama put it over meatloaf. Other meats, she used meat drippings and water. So water seems to be the theme here that I make chocolate gravy. But that's something different. So it seems like most of the folks on here are saying they use water. Red eye gravy with country ham and then coffee and let it reduce. So there's a coffee. So I guess coffee or water.
That's why your granny made it, was with coffee, and I didn't care.
Granny made it with coffee, Mama said. Nothing like cornstarch goes in it. I'll stick with milk gravy. Yeah, I like that too. But I did want to try it when I had some country ham drippings. I thought I'm gonna try this, and of course I had coffee, and I didn't know the ratio or anything, but I'd seen it made, and that's kind of what it was. Do you make ham, potatoes, and green beans? Yeah, Irene, we do put ham in our green beans sometimes, or bacon grease. Greats grosses Kindle out. It's the texture. I love the texture of them. I love butter in them. Now, there's another thing about grits. Some people want sweet grits, and some people like salted in their grits, right? Is that Mama?
Yeah, Mommy liked them sweet. My sisters eat them butter and salt and pepper and stuff.
Everybody's agreeing with you, Mama. It's a texture thing.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Mama don't care for them.
I don't like to get that in my mouth.
Bacon grease or other drippings. She puts them in the refrigerator and gets them cold, and then cuts them out in square and fries them in bacon grease. That was grits.
What, grits?
Yeah. That's interesting. I didn't even see who said that. I was so into reading what she said. All that sounds good. And, like Sherry said, I have a lot of favorites. And that would probably one of my favorites would be milk gravy and biscuits. And that's my breakfast favorites. But y'all have come up with all kinds of good stuff to eat on here tonight. Chocolate gravy and biscuits. Bacon or sausage is amazing. It's the sweet with the savory. Now, I can see that because I like sweet and savory.
Yeah. I like bacon and sausage to eat along with my jelly biscuits because it's the...
Oh,
not
Charlie
on
Coleman.
coffin, but
That is the best. Percolator coffee is the best. We just love it. I love it. I already made dinner, but you're making me hungry. I think, who said that? If I touch it, it'll go. Was that Diane said that? Yeah. I hope I didn't freak y'all up.
No, it's moving, I think. Yeah.
Della says, red eye gravy comes from men having red eyes from drinking moonshine all night.
That's a good one.
Oh, Gail says, Tennessee grits for me. Yeah, Gail, I like grits. My mom used maple syrup with grits. Is that what you just said? All that sounds good. Y'all are just so talented. John, what's keto? Oh. Yeah, there's all kinds of keto diets and low carb diets and sugar free diets. My granny did that during the Depression. Cook grits, let them get cold, form slices of squares, and fry them. I'll have to look that up. I think fried grits sounds good to me.
Does it change the texture a lot in them?
I don't know, Mama. Mama says, get rid of that texture. I ain't even touching them. How's it? Is it the gritty texture that you don't like? Because the grits is what's inside the cob once they scrape it, right?
Yeah, but it's not.
I don't know.
When you fix it with corn, scrape it off, it's more of a creamy texture instead of that crumbly.
I like a good grit, though. Folks, that's all we have tonight. We just wanted to pop on here and let you know we're having a super simple supper with some minute steak and some leftover biscuits.
Good. I ate mine.
Mama done ate her sandwich, and I've ate most of my biscuit. And that's what we're having. And tomorrow's another day. It's a bright, shiny day tomorrow, hopefully. And we'll just all have a wonderful day. And you all have a good day. And find you something good to eat. Make you some memories. Do something good. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Can you imagine this?
It's half over with tomorrow.
And, you know, tomorrow is the 9th?
I lost track of the day.
I think it's the 9th. February. It's so fast. Zoom. So, listen, spring is just days away. Days away. In fact, someone had...
The little birds thinks it's spring now because they're singing every morning.
The birds are singing beautiful.
It sounds so pretty.
And someone had a picture of a Easter lily. You know, the little jonquils that pop up early, and they had a picture of one on Facebook today. So when those start coming up out of the ground, and them little March bells start hanging on them bushes, you can say spring is on the way. It won't be long. We'll be planting lettuce and onions, green onions, and spring is a coming, folks. So if winter's been bad, and it has been pretty rough this year, and for the past couple of years, there's a brighter day coming. Spring is coming. Maggie's over here drinking her water. Now, Mikey gets plenty of good water. Good, fresh, filtered water. And she's been drinking her water. Maybe that's just she stayed well and doing good. So we're going to say good night. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Sorry it wasn't more elaborate. Sorry it wasn't some of these wonderful meals that are been listed on here. It's just a simple minute steak with some mustard and a cold biscuit. But boy, it's been good. And it's been even better visiting with you all. And as always, we thank y'all for joining us. So we're going to say good night. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.